Any additional motivation in this one? You look like you reached an extra gear out there.
I wouldn't say I had any extra motivation, but I did get a look at the teammate grade, and it backs up what you're saying. You know, it was definitely one of my best games of the season.
Now, you've mentioned teammate grades a couple of times recently. How important are they for your self-evaluation?
Well, listen, man, I'm a full-fledged believer in what this organization is doing with analytics. And the cool thing is it trickles down to everything that we do. Even our marketing department, does things based off data and research. Shout out to Freddie Novak, by the way, that's my guy. And that's just what I'm all about, man. You know, do things according to evidence, not old wives' tales or superstition or anything like that.
It makes sense. Hey, thanks.
Yeah. Nate, what's up, man?
You've mentioned analytics and Freddie Novak quite a bit recently. Is that your way of giving a vote of no confidence to Atilla Akpin?
Hey, man, my parents always told me not to say nothing if I have nothing good to say, so I'm gonna zip my lips on this. But the things I do decide to talk about, those are the things that I do feel good about.
Which means you don't feel good about your relationship with Mr. Akpin.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. I'm just excited by what's happening on the cutting edge, because that's how you win, and analytics are on the cutting edge right now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm also in the cutting edge training techniques, cutting edge rest and recovery. That's it. That's all I'm about right now.
Good call to make your track your game day music. Gets me pumped every time I hear it.
Potential trade details. Just mixed reaction on social.
Yeah, he just went on Top Takes Daily to talk about it. I mean, I got it all queued up if you want to check it out. All right, let's do it.
So basically what I'm hearing right now is that Atilla Akpin is considering offering MP in 3 first-round picks in exchange for Shep Owens. But, I mean, the organization is obviously, this internal debate about whether the price is actually too high, but this is what it's looking like to actually get the deal done.
Thank you. It's about time. Bring Shep home.
You're wrong, Perk. They'd be giving up a huge haul for a player they could have drafted just a few months ago. If I'm team president Phil Boyer, I don't see how I can sign off on this. Are those picks all unprotected?
Well, obviously it sounds a little ridiculous, right? But, I mean, from what I'm hearing, yes, you're correct. But Atilla Akpin was told to quote, blow them away in order to make this happen.
Well, he did.
I'm sorry, but that's way too much. Am I the only one who thinks this is ridiculous?
Unfortunately, yes. And I'll tell you another thing. If Phil Boyer had let his GM do his job and draft the guy that he wanted in the draft in the first place, he wouldn't even be in this mess. Mistakes were made. Now clean them up.
How did they make a mistake? MP looks every bit the prospect Shep does right now. I don't see how you can justify this deal without admitting that your organization is actually just in complete disarray. This is a mess, all right, but it has nothing to do with MP.
Okay, I'm confused. Because what is this part about Phil overruling Othello?
Well, apparently Shep was Othello's guy before.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense, actually. Because it always seems so personal to him. Like, well beyond some sort of clash with Freddie.
Well, it's both. Look, I did some digging, and Phil hiring Freddie just kind of pushed him over the edge. Like, he wasn't your biggest fan, but once Freddie was hired, he was convinced that you were part of some plot to overthrow him.
Bro, this is insane, man.
Nah, it's kind of just Othello.
So what do we do now?
Do we have to do anything? I mean, that trade is literally crazy. Phil would never sign off on that. I mean, would he?
I don't know.
Seriously?
Look, it's hard to get a read, man. I mean, Boyer keeps his cards close to the vest.
So now it's hard for you to get a read.
Look, I know that this is stressful, MP, but we've got a plan. All right, this isn't unexpected.
All right, then what is it?
Othello has been using Nate to leak his agenda to the press.
Right.
So it's time we do the same thing.
And you've already done all the heavy lifting.
Yeah.
I mean, all the fans are on your side. The narrative of Othello having outdated methods has already been established. I mean,
Right.
all we really have to do is tell your side of the story in full. It's time to chop his head off.
Wow, you just can't help yourself with
Well,
this.
how am I the only one that's excited? Our plan is working beautifully. I mean, we have Othello right where we want him.
Okay, I will set up a conference call with Nate. This is our ace in the hole. We'll tell him everything that's been going on behind the scenes. Nate will publish those facts, National will pick up on that story, and we'll be golden.
And we use Nate because he's been the most critical of me up until this point.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We're at Tribal Council, and Othello is about to be voted off
no.
the island.
No. I'll let you know when the conference call is set up. Can you pay attention to your phone, please?
I'm looking forward to it.
City going up, so you better buzz. And the city really wanna us. Everybody tough, so they gotta go and see the better hush. Never going up, all I wanted was wanted me to get a little bread. Still outside, I don't hide from it for life. Had to fight for my life, took them hits and stride. If I guys and my candlelight going up.
Yo, these trade rumors are wild.
I ain't losing sleep over it.
Nor should you, okay? You are good in any hood.
Yeah, that's right. You know what? And it is kind of funny that
Are you with that? Won't forget that. That's all in my past. Are you with that? Like I'm with that? Yeah. Yeah, whenever.
What's up, MP?
the first thing you think of with both these teams, Greg, their athleticism. Some high flyers on the court tonight.
And, Kev, it's not just about the aerial skills, though. There are some guys out there who can flat out wear you down with their ability to run the floor.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton, the small forward, with Giannis Antetokounmpo as the power forward. MP is out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5. A very nice moment for MP. It was announced he was the NBA Player of the Week.
And hard to argue with that choice given the numbers MP put up. He was a man on a mission all week long.
Now, here's MP. Jalen Brunson missing his last shot. The shot by Middleton, wide open. A three-pointer is right on target.
Improving as a playmaker, Giannis knows this is the next step in him becoming an even greater player.
Barrett against Middleton. Barrett kicks to Rose. 6 on the shot clock. From past the arc. It's with a new 14. Robinson finds Barrett. Over Middleton. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Good on the triple. MP's got 5 points so far.
And creating. A little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now here's Randall. Last time out he had 13 points. Back to Rose. Robinson sets a screen for Rose. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
Coaching staff has to be pleased seeing this from Rose, proving he can break down a defense in these sets. Nice. You know, when you think about the all-time greats in Milwaukee Bucks history, I mean, 2 names come right to mind at the top of the list. Lou Alcindor, also known now as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek Freak.
Here's Barrett after the basket by Milwaukee. Randall left side. Over Middleton. Giannis grabs the miss.
And, you know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Clark, both Kareem and Giannis Antetokounmpo are greats in their own unique respective right, aren't they?
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. I mean, forces of nature, both of those guys. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the iconic and unmatched skyhook, which was a lethal weapon. And then Giannis Antetokounmpo. I mean, you think about his athleticism, his speed, his ball handling skills. At 7 feet tall is something we've not quite seen. Both of those guys had similar impact in their uniqueness and their championship caliber mindsets.
Now, here's Barrett after the miss from MP. Over onto the Kumbo. Barrett, no good.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
A nice shot by MP.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
The pass to Robinson. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Robinson, a screen on Middleton. Here's Barrett. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And a wide open look for MP. Another miss by MP.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, I did have a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. He said the big thing is we cannot play hero ball. We've got to be unselfish and trust our offense. We'll see if they can turn the tables around and even up this season series, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, David, sounds like they're plotting GA to try and overcome some pretty stingy defense.
Yeah, the play calling is going to be key here, guys. You can't afford to be predictable.
And, you know, that means not only does the ball have to move, but players have to move. Prevent the defense from loading up on one side or the other.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
And a closer look here at the hustle.
New York. Get up and get ready for
as a unit defensively, especially on those block shots.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Toppin, he's checked in for Julius Randle. Reddish comes in for Barrett. And quickly in for Rose. Now, here's Reddish. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
Here's Robinson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Brunson. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last three ball back, but couldn't get it to fall. 12 straight points off for three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Now, here's Quickly. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Excellent all-around performance so far against the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now, here's Quickly. Last time out, he had 13 points. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. The three from MP. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarters feel, but not who you want to leave open. I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And it's the Knicks with the ball, following the bucket by the Bucks, and finished off by Robinson.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special, and they pulled it off just right.
First personal foul. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been...
Up on them.
Barrett comes in for Reddish, and Derrick Rose is subbed in for Quickly. Milwaukee also making some changes. Brook Lopez is checked in for Antetokounmpo, and MP subbed in for Drew Holiday. Passes to Barrett. Randle with a screen for Barrett. The kick out to Rose. Back to Barrett. And
Joe Ingles. First personal foul.
Places RJ spending a lot of his childhood in France.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Fournier. The Bucks also with the sub. Chris Middleton's checked in for Joe Ingles. The pairing up front, Toppin and Randle. Derrick Rose is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Barrett at the small forward. That's the 5 for New York right now. Greg, you know this. One of R.J. Barrett's dad's best friends, former MVP Steve Nash.
Yeah, and Nash is R.J.'s godfather, no less. So Barrett's had a chance to kind of soak in the game his entire life, and you can see that in his intelligent play on the floor. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Middleton the pass to MP. Portis the screen. And here's MP for three. And Portis throws it down.
A signature slam from the big fella. We've seen a few of those before.
And so it's Rose bringing it up for New York. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. Randall a screen on Middleton. Here's Barrett. That one's off, still out of sync.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
New York's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Rose looking around. 18 feet away and he knocks it down. Rose has got his second basket of the game.
Boy, you look at Rose and you just love the imagination he brings to his offensive game. You know, this guy is constantly pushing the boundaries of his basketball ability.
New York shooting a rough 22% so far in this one. The high post shot, rebounded by the Bucks. Last time they met was in Milwaukee.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
And you know what? If they run away with this game like they did in that one, I'd expect to see plenty of minutes again for the guys coming off the bench.
Here's Randall. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson.
You know, it's encouraging to see Randall working on this shot. You can tell he wants to get better from there.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, guys. Growing up, Mitchell Robinson didn't play basketball, but a 7-inch growth spurt in the 8th grade changed things. He fell to the 36th pick overall in 2018, but his physical tools have made him a presence. One key to his success? He says, just run the floor. If you're the first man down the court, you can get the ball. Kevin, that sounds pretty simple to me.
It does to me, too. Keep it simple and use that athleticism. David, thanks. MP passes to Lopez, and that one drops for him. Lopez has got 4 points in the quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's the floater. Toppin, no one around him. Buries it from 3-point range. Toppin's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Bucks lead, 56.
And here is MP. He picked up 33 points in their last win against Dallas.
And then there was his passing. When he wasn't scoring on his own, he was making plays for his teammates. And they just couldn't figure out how to defend it.
And Greg, starting your career with the Knicks, what's the pressure like playing in New York City?
I tell you, the amount of media following you, the size of the city.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Left-handed.
Yeah.
Through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair.
That's the end of
Milwaukee on top, running away with this one. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting for is here. Before we recap the first half, let's see what the standings look like in the East.
Well, look here now in New York. They hear the clock.
And moving on to our current game, it was not the first half. Thanks for spending halftime with
wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Giannis and Lopez hold down the post for him. MP is out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. Lopez sets a screen for MP. They get it again. And they double up MP. Here's Giannis. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 8th assist in the game. New York shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Here's Rose. The shot, no good. Good D by Holiday. The 3 from MP. It's rebounded by New York. Randall's got 6 rebounds now in the game. He kicks to Rose. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Well, you know, he's almost the perfect defensive player. He's got length and strength, and he's athletic. And Giannis plays the game hard all the time, too, which is impressive.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Robinson. To the middle. Here's Brunson. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Things have been bumpy coming into the second half now. 5 straight misses.
Giannis a screen on Brunson. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo.
Giannis is taking it up a notch here, and he's always one of the more consistent players in the league, night in and night out, and he's getting it done tonight.
Middleton against Barrett. Wants to get it to Randall and does. On target from 13 feet. Randall's got 6 points.
The entire defense was frozen foot. Nobody picked up the shooter.
Antetokounmpo finds MP. Giannis a screen on Brunson. Here's Antetokounmpo and the dunk by Giannis.
The decision-making of Antetokounmpo is really brilliant, in a word. He knows when to spot up, he knows when to roll to the bucket off screen, and he knows when to give it up.
To the paint, and the accepted wisdom is role players tend to play better at home than on the road. I've always wondered, Clark, how does that affect them more than stars?
You know, I don't know if I actually buy into that. I do think there's a comfort level when you're at home. I think it's always a little more pressurized to be the home team because you have some additional distractions. Typically, role players are a little more inconsistent overall just based on their particular positions, but that's why you don't call them stars. You call them role players.
Really left alone that time. Brunson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And the dunk by MP.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
11 feet away, and it's Rose missing.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Randall a screen on Holiday. And it's Rose missing.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage junk there.
A nice shot by MP.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Here's Rose. And again, unable to change momentum here.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
And Randall has got the ball here for the Knicks. Here's Rose. He has 6. Back to Randall. Randall with a screen for Brunson. Out to the right wing. From deep. Rebound by Drew Holiday. Holiday's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling. Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And it goes out of it.
Substitutions on the court.
Reddish comes in for Julius Randle. Fournier is checked in for Jalen Brunson. And quickly in for Derrick Rose. Milwaukee also making some changes. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. For Chris Middleton. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Drew Holiday. And here are the Knicks now. Barrett the pass to Toppin. There's another block.
And swatting shots away with ferocity.
GA, he is not messing around in this one. Milwaukee has got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Offensive rebound. MP left side. Takes a 3. Kept alive. Portis kicks to MP. From downtown. Connects again from distance.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking them down from deep.
Craig, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game. Trains the three-pointer.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
And it's been a rough stretch for the New York Knicks, a team that has only had a handful of playoff appearances in the last 20 years.
Kicks it out to MP. And again for 3.
And of course it falls for him. That 3 pushes him into the history books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. This is a night we will never forget. Fournier's shot is off. The Knicks are trying to get back to being competitive.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Sometime, which is surprising when you consider this big market and the status this franchise has within the city.
Down low, shoots, and Giannis gets it to go on the assist by MP.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
It's Barrett on the wing, covered by Giannis. Toppin sets a screen for Reddish. Unable to get that one. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Ingles passes to MP. Portis sets the pick for MP. And they double up MP. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the bucket is good. 3-point play.
First personal foul.
In the paint.
Well, listless and...
So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win.
The end of the ball game. Thanks for coming out to support your team. Make sure to get home safely, and we'll see you at the next sporting event.
So, how you feeling, big guy? You nervous?
I wouldn't say nervous, but I don't do stuff like this normally, so I am kind of.
Okay, well, we're doing this on speakerphone, so if you need any help, we'll be jotting down some answers on our phones so we can show you.
More like suggestions. It's most important for you to handle this in a way that feels comfortable for you.
Mila, I really appreciate your support, I know, battling it out in the press isn't how you want to go about it.
As soon as you made a decision, I was on board. I trust you.
Hey, I really hate to interrupt
I'm here
this
for you
tender,
always.
touching moment, but Nate is waiting on line 1 right now.
How long has he been on hold?
20 minutes. What? I just wanted to make him squirm a little bit.
Look, we're giving him a huge scoop. He can wait all day long if he has.
You guys are so devious. You know that?
It comes with the package. But look, focus up, man. You ready to do this?
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right. Hey, Nate, I'm here with MP.
Great. For a minute, I thought you forgot about me, but MP, how you doing, man?
I'm great, man. I'm looking forward to setting the record straight.
Anonymously.
Yes, of course. And as far as readers are concerned, this is coming from a source familiar with the organization's thinking. Is that what we're talking about?
Perfect.
Okay, good. Okay, let's see. MP, so why don't you start with telling me about Athella's relationship with Freddie Novak?
Okay, so I haven't really seen them interact with each other much, but from what I understand, Athella is convinced that Freddie is angling for his job.
Wait, so it's not just about the PR initiatives?
Nah, man, I'm told it goes way beyond that, Again, you'd have to double check all this, but apparently Athella is paranoid about Freddie's relationship with Phil Boyer, and ever since Freddie was hired to help smooth things over between me and the fans, Athella has been telling people that he thinks he's on his way out.
This is good stuff. I mean, is there any truth to it, though?
Not as far as I know, but Freddie probably wouldn't mention it to me. But I don't get the sense that he's trying to do something like that. He's a real down-to-earth guy. He knows where his strengths lie and tries to empower those around him. He's just not that kind of person that would try to get a GM fired. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this. So has the paranoia showed up in other aspects of Athella's work that you're aware of?
I mean, the biggest example is the trade proposal. He thinks that if he trades me, that means that Freddie has failed. And if Freddie has failed, then Freddie gets fired. And if Freddie gets fired, then Athella's safe.
Whoa. So he's GMing now to save his job, not to help the team?
Exactly.
This is some pretty explosive stuff, man. But while we're at it, is there anything else I should know about?
Yeah, at the end of the day, man, Athella Akpem is a good man who just lost his way. He's worried about his job security. That's why he's making decisions that will cripple the franchise for years to come. He wants to give away 3 first-round picks in addition to me for Shep Owens. I mean, why would you do that when I'm at least the same level prospect as Shep? I'll tell you why, because he's paranoid and bitter. And it all started when Phil Boyer overruled him on draft night.
So he was in favor of Shep all along?
Correct. Yep. But then I started finding success on the court. Freddie's plan started working off the court as well, and Athella just went off the deep end. And now we're here. He's fighting for everything the organization is trying to do to improve because he feels threatened. And when a guy like Athella feels like his back is against the wall, he lashes out, and that's exactly what we're seeing here. It's unfortunate, but I got nothing against the guy personally. Let me just say that. But he's just not in his right mind at all. And he's got to go before he throws the next 10 years down the drain just to satisfy his own ego.
I think that's going to have to do it for today, Nate. You good?
I'm more than good. This is what us reporters live for. But I've got to verify all this, of course.
Of course.
And, I mean, This is a tremendous scoop. And if I have any questions, I'll reach out. But otherwise, you gentlemen have a great day.
Thank you, Nate. Pleasure working with you.
So how'd I do?
How'd you do?
Yeah.
You crushed that.
Don't lie to me, bro. I was so nervous, man.
That was great.
Mila, Ash, give me something.
Not bad at all.
I have no complaints.
See? Now, we wait. Now, I expect the report to be out in a few days, so until then, you just do what you do.
Ball out.
Ball out. That's right.
Oh, I heard you on the Flex the other day. I'm a big fan of DJ. He's awesome.
There he is, my superstar. How you feeling, MP?
I'm good, man.
Yeah?
How you feeling? Good?
I'm great. I'm great. Big day for both of us, yeah?
Yeah, going national, man.
Yes,
This is
sir.
exciting.
Walk with me. Come on. You got the script, right?
Yeah.
Any questions?
No. No questions.
All right. Now just remember, all I need from you is be cool. No, I mean impossibly cool.
Yeah.
Right? Any colder, you freeze to death.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. I know what you mean.
We're an aspirational brand, right? So I need the folks at home to know they too can be as cool as you if only they had a percolate in their hand, yeah?
Loud and clear, Uncle Bobby.
Fantastic. Now, this is your mark. You stand there, right there on the tee.
That's right here?
Yep. We're facing out this way, okay?
Which way?
Right here. Camera's over here. All right, set it up, people. Quiet on the set, please. As many takes as you need, right?
Okay.
Ice cold. Cool. Ready? And action.
Oh, hey. I didn't see you there. You know, I've been drinking percolate for as long as I can remember. And I don't drink it because it's cool. I don't drink it because they plant a tree for every espresso that I buy. And I don't drink it because they pay me, which they do. A lot. I drink it because it's good. Darn good. Now, couldn't you go for a darn good cup of coffee as well? Percolate. I'll see you there.
That track you did with Elite is incredible.
See, I was trying to tell you. Good thing you ain't get that Perco Latte commercial.
Oh, yeah.
Man, MP looked like a clown trying to look all cool over a cup of coffee.
Hey, man, I told you I like clowns.
Yeah, that's still weird.
Perco Latte did not align with our brand positioning anyway. You see what I'm saying, Chef?
Their money aligned with my brand positioning. Not that I need money.
Right, of course not.
No. Don't worry about it, Chef. We got you.
Man, I'm trying to get me a 100-foot yacht, so you better get me.
Ooh.
Wow, that was spicy.
Yeah. You know, shit it. You should buy the 2K cruise ship.
Oh, God, yes.
You know what I'm saying? Just coast around the world hooping all day.
That thing's got like 100 courts.
Yeah.
I only need 1 or 2. Everything else need to be a cool pool, jacuzzi, water slides, you know?
And I can be the captain.
Yeah, I mean, you'll be the first mate, bro.
MP, where you been? I got something time-sensitive for you.
Gonna work hard. Gonna work hard.